Hey everybody, so how are we doing today? Uh, so honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of on I'm with the Democrats on this one. I honestly never thought I'd say that, but Saudi arms sales by Trump to Saudi Arabia may be at the center of the next showdown between Trump and Congress, and they might be on the right on this one because. Well, just this situation is complicated, all right. But the Trump administration arms sales to Saudi Arabia are facing opposition in Congress. However, the power to veto means that the ball remains in President Trump's court for now. Bipartisan opposition to President Trump's cozy relationship with Saudi Arabia has been building for some time, stoked by the brazen and some say state-backed murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in October, and by Riyadh's ongoing involvement in Yemen's brutal civil war. Despite lawmakers from both parties calling Washington's relationship with Riyadh into question, the Trump administration has pressed ahead with arms sales to the kingdom. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo announced late last month that some $8 billion worth of weaponry would be exported to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates to counter the supposed threat posed by Iran. A move allowed without congressional sign-off in the event of an emergency. Congress is pushing back on Wednesday. House Democrats will unveil 4 measures of disapproval aimed at blocking the 22 deals announced by Pompeo. 3 of these focus specifically on the sale of precision-guided munitions, like the GBU-12 bomb that killed 40 schoolchildren in Yemen last August. Yeah. This is where I'm kind of on the Democrats' side, because some of the things that Trump is selling could potentially end up killing hundreds, and that would be on his hands. But the House Foreign Affairs Committee will also grill a senior State Department official on the emergency declaration and allow the deals to go through. Though these measures are likely to pass the Democrat-controlled House, getting through the Republican majority Senate will prove more difficult, as will President Trump's power to veto any law that passes the upper house without a 2/3 majority. Still, a number of Senate Republicans, key Trump allies, are prepared to break ranks with the president over the Saudi issue. See, even the Republicans are against Trump on this. And I hate to make this comparison, but this is kind of like Reagan with the Contras. Like, everyone was biting their own fingernails off over that issue, whether to support or not. And now people are biting their fingernails over whether or not Trump is going to make this deal. And if he does, is it going to end up making things worse in the Middle East? Which I think it will. This is going to be talked about for some time, well after his administration is dead and gone. A bipartisan group of senators has managed to lock in enough votes to pass 22 disapproval measures of their own, one for each component of the weapons deal. All 47 Democrats are expected to support the resolution, meaning only 4 Republicans need to break ranks to pass it. Republican Senators Rand Paul, Todd Young, and Lindsey Graham signed on as sponsors last week, while Mike Lee agreed to sign on Tuesday. So even got Rand Paul and several others signing against it. But is Trump honestly gonna veto any law blocking it and go through with it? I'm calling it right now, okay? I'm just calling it right now. I'm saying that if he makes this deal, a bunch of people in the area of Yemen and other parts of the Middle East are going to die as an indirect result, because he sold them weapons that they ended up using to slaughter people. I'm calling it right now. And when it happens, I'm just going to be like, I fucking told you so. I'm saying it right now. Mark my words. People will die. and the blood will be on Trump's hands. But anyway, what out of the four lawmakers Graham's support is most significant initially, a never-Trump Republican, Graham has become one of Trump's most loyal supporters in the Senate over the last year. The fact that Lindsey is leading the resolution tells you that things are shifting inside the Republican caucus, Senator Chris Murphy said last week. The disapproval motion is just one prong of the Senate's attack on the arms deal. A resolution introduced by Murphy and Young on Monday would direct the Trump administration to provide a report on Saudi Arabia's human rights record, and Congress to hold a subsequent vote before the deal could go through. Such a decision would affect not only the $8 billion dead in the pipeline, but all future weapon sales to Riyadh. While both measures signal discontent in the Senate, the president's veto power remains his trump card. That pun needs to die. Sorry. Trump card, because Trump's trump card. But though Senator Bob Menendez said that passing of the disapproval measures is just a question of process at this point, it means unclear whether enough Republicans will vote to pass them with a veto-proof supermajority. And while some Republicans are willing to vote to rebuke the president, others are keen to preserve the status quo despite concerns over Saudi Arabia's behavior. You're going to buy them from somebody, said Senator John Cornyn. It's not a matter of keeping them out of their hands and their sometimes ally of the United States and their opposed to Iran. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters on Tuesday that he was as offended as everyone by the behaviors of the Saudis in the Khashoggi case. However, the relationship we have with the Saudis, one of our best allies against Iranian enemies, is important. Murphy's move to request a human rights report also faces another potential stumbling block. Once passed, the Trump administration would have 30 days to respond to the human rights query, and a vote would then have to be scheduled, with Congress. August recesses inching closer. Time is not on Murphy's side. In all likelihood, both efforts will face the same outcome: rejection at the hands of a veto-happy Trump. The president vetoed a Senate resolution condemning U.S. support for the Saudi war in Yemen. Well, that's actually pretty deep. Okay, actually, wait. Oh, no, he vetoed a Senate resolution condemning... Oh, I thought he... Yikes. In May and in April, vetoed a similar resolution that had passed both houses of Congress. I think we'll have our work cut out for us to beat the administration, Murphy told The Hill on Tuesday. So he vetoed a bill condemning U.S. support for the Saudi war in Yemen. What the hell, Trump? Does he have any idea how nasty it is over there right now? And he wants to help with that stuff? I voted for him. I swear I'm not voting for him again come 2020. I am not even going to bother. Fuck it, I'm gonna vote for Bill Weld. Screw Trump. If Bill Weld gets on the ballot, I'm voting for him. At this point, I'm gonna say fuck Trump. I'm saying fuck Trump right now. He's going to literally result in the deaths of hundreds of people. I cannot abide by that. I cannot vote for that ever again. Man, at the time I thought he was going to be so different. I'm probably some of you may thinking that I'm going to end up regretting Bill Weld if he gets into office and say the same thing again, but such is politics. I really should have thought it out more. Anyway, guys, make of this what you will. I think Trump is going to cause a massacre. Because they're going to buy his weapons, they're going to use his weapons. That'll make him at least somewhat responsible. He's going to make things worse over there by supplying them with higher quality armaments. And the hundreds that have died already, or even thousands that have died already, there's going to be even more, thanks to Trump. Never ever forget